What up, what up, what up? What's going on, guys? Your boy Just welcome back for another Madden 25 online ranked match. First and foremost, I need you guys to relax, sit down, and be able to prepare your eyes for the BS game of the year. Now, I played a lot of BS games, right? It happens to all of us. Some things don't go your way. Sometimes things happen to go your way or whatever. Nonetheless, we all know that Madden sometimes can be a game of BS. And sometimes it feels like they have predetermined winners before the game even starts. It feels like they are on your side or against you before the game even starts. And sometimes it's not only you against your opponent, it's you against your opponent and EA. So I feel like this is one of the situations. Just sit back and relax and just check this game out. So as I've stated, we've got the Dolphins going up against the 49ers, and we already know that the 49ers are one of the glitchiest teams in the game. They hit hard, they're stupid, retarded, quick when it comes to swarming the football, and they cause a lot of fumbles, right? So that right there is a huge advantage of using the 49ers. Not to mention, I have the Dolphins where everybody's like 5'11 and 170 pounds. So I got to be careful. I got to look at that. Just computer big hits all over the place. But we did hit them with the skinny. Right here, we try to get the run game going, but it's very difficult. It's difficult because they just react so well to plays. You know, their play recognition is very good. Right here, we get a run. We try to hit the outside, but we get stopped within the 5-yard line. Next play, we come out of a split back, and we end up hitting a quick little drag route. We get stopped on a 2-yard line. You're going to hear this all throughout this video. Of course, we call a QB sneak. And of course, we fumble on the 1-yard line. And of course, he recovers, right? Of course, the Madden BS begins. So now we're on defense, and of course, I'm upset, right? Who wouldn't be? Fumbling on the 1-yard line, I'm very agitated, but we do get a huge sack right there. Hopefully, we can go on ahead and get this ball back. 3rd and 10, standing in the pocket, he ends up hitting me with an out route. Now, my opponent definitely had a good offensive scheme that gave me a problem stopping. Defense, you'll see he just called a ton of fag D, stood in quarters pretty much most of the game, and at times just had that 11 man in coverage fag D, and as he scored a touchdown right there. And it's very frustrating. You know, it's very frustrating playing up against that style of defense, especially with one of the better reacting defenses in the game. So right here, he ends up sending just one rusher. He got 10 guys in coverage. We're trying to find somebody. We end up finding Gibson over the middle with the skinny. So right now, we got to have amnesia, right? We got to forget about that BS fumble. He sends absolutely nobody right here. This is what I got to deal with, people. This is the type of game I have to deal with right now. And I'm like, of course I would run into somebody who chooses the 49ers against the Dolphins and also chooses to run Fagdy. Okay, nonetheless, we got to beat it, right? We've been in this situation before. We got to beat it. So I end up trying to do a quick little QB wrap. And of course we fumble. Thankfully, we end up recovering, but 2 fumbles already. The game just started right here. Double juking some third, son. We got to get in the end zone. This right here is a very important drive. If we do not score, we just may be in trouble. So we got Tannehill, quick little pass to hardline. And of course, we fumble for the 3rd time in this game, right? You got to be watching this video like you have got to be kidding me. How much help does this kid need to beat me, right? Of course I fumble for the 3rd time. Of course I fumble twice in the same drive. And of course he's going to recover. So now I'm pissed off beyond belief at this point. I'm thinking to myself, how can I possibly win this game with fumbles going against me? Right there, he catches me off guard. He sends the blitz. He's been sending heavy fag D all game. So when he actually sent more than one person, he caught me off guard. So 3rd and 3 right here. Up, back to the fag D. Back to the 1-1-9 defense. We roll out. We try to go to the... Of course we would drop the ball, right? So this right here, 4th and 3. If we don't get this, it's not looking good for us. So he goes back to that 11-man fag D, and we go over the middle with hardline. I'm like, yes, okay, this right here is a huge use possession. Now, if we don't score here, game could possibly be over because he does get ball at halftime. So scoring right here is a must. Oh, of course I would get hit and get injured, right? So right here, we try to hit the outside with Miller, and now I'm just really focused on getting into the end zone because, again, if we don't, I feel like game may possibly be over. And that wheel route, I throw all the time. I throw that wheel route a lot. Problem is, Noodle Arm Moore doesn't have the quick throw power to be able to get it there a split second faster. If he had, 7 more points on throw power, that ball would have reached the receiver a split second earlier, and he would have been able to catch that ball. But nonetheless, man, we throw an interception. It's tough to try and find 5 receivers in the midst of 11 people in coverage. He can literally double team everybody. You know what I mean? He could put 2 people on 5 receivers and still put 1 more guy in a spy. You know what I mean? So right now, I'm like, it's just not looking good. If I'm going to have any chance in this game, I need to not let him score. That is the only chance I have. Even if I can't even let him get a field goal at this point. Right? He throws in the coverage, and I'm sorry, son, but no some of you. Give it to me, baby. He throws right into the cover 4. We end up catching the purple route. He actually throws right into the purple route. And right now, we desperately need a score. With him getting ball back, we need a touchdown. If we don't get this touchdown, again, I believe game is over. We need to score right here. So 25 seconds left. We have all 3 of our timeouts. Let's see if we can make something happen. We end up hitting him with the wheel route, and we end up finding him. Some dark sun double juke, and we get on the 30-yard line. Timeout. Let's go on ahead. We need this touchdown. This is a must right here. Oh, what a surprise. 1-1-9 defense. You gotta love it. So we reroute my boy Wallace, and we end up getting stopped with 8 seconds left. We got to go for the end zone. We can't play it safe. So many people in coverage, but we end up finding the end route for the touchdown. And I'm like, okay, I know it's a slim chance due to the fact that he gets ball back. I really haven't done that good of a job at stopping him. Even though he scored twice, he just made a bad read. If it wasn't for that bad read, he possibly scores 21 or 17, and I possibly don't score at all. So, just a mistake by him that thankfully was made. So, 14-7, and at this point, I'm thinking, please give me an opportunity to be in this ball game. I am going up against 3 fumbles right now in one half. 2 of them lost. Let something go my way. Let me be able to get something defensively, even if I hold him to a field goal, something that doesn't allow him to score a touchdown. Right there, don't test the user. He is so disrespectful. Somebody, please give that gentleman a link to my channel. Let him know. Do not throw the ball my way. The resulting of something like that. We end up getting a pick 6, and I cannot tell a lie. Cold hard facts, people. I was pounding my chest, King Kong like. I was so amped just to be able to tie this game, considering I had 2 fumbles. 2, actually 3, but I lost 2 of them. You don't win games where you fumble twice. Are you kidding me? So right now, we're back on defensively, and I'm like, okay, even if he scores, it's all about offense from here on out. We can go tit for tat. If I get any stops, that's a plus, but I need to score when I get the ball. Right there, he throws a quack, rubber ducky into 3 guys right there, but I don't get any type of catching animation. It's a swat. Right there, L1, baby. L1 trigger. Get in your life. 4th and 11. This will be huge if we can get a stop. And he actually punts the ball. And I'm pretty sure, I know why. He didn't want to take the chance of him, his back towards the end zone. If I stopped him, that's a guaranteed score. I feel like so. Felt like he took the safe chance. Put the ball in his defense hands, and hopefully he can go on ahead and get a stop. First play, we end up going to Miller. We hit the outside. And excuse me, son, I got touchdowns to score inside, outside. And we end up gaining the lead. That is correct. The lead, even though we got BS fumbles going against us. Now, interceptions can be accounted for. You can stop interceptions. All he had to do was just make the right read, and those interceptions could have been avoided. Fumbles, there's nothing I can do to stop a fumble. Losing 2 fumbles on 3 fumbles was so, you guys don't understand. I don't ever remember that happening to me in one game. 3 fumbles in one game. I honestly cannot remember something like that happening. So my upset level is that it's 9,000 at this point. Hopefully, if we win this game, that would be right now, my morale, my motivation, like I said, my overall morale right now is so high. It's through the roof right now. Ends up hitting me with a quick little comeback route. And I'm like, all right, we got to make some type of adjustments. I'm trying to send blitzes. It's not getting there fast enough. When I play coverage, he has too much time in the pocket. Either way, I need something right here just to be able to maintain the lead, because I just don't want to give it back to him, because I don't trust that Niner defense And, you know, right now I'm always confident on offense, but I'm not going to lie. When you have 3 fumbles go against you, you kind of feel like it's just not meant for you to be in a game, right? So he ends up tying the game 21-21. And even though I have the opportunity to take the lead, I'm not going to lie, I'm a little worried on offense. You know, I'm a little worried that, you know, anything can happen. You know, bad read, fumble, anything can happen, and I'm a little worried. You know, like I said, I remember my mindset through this game vividly, even though I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, no, I tried to look at... Of course, I would try to throw it out of bounds, and I do a pump fake, right? Of course. Not only do I do that, of course Miller would drop, and he's clear, he's wide open, and he gets a falling backwards animation. Of course, and of course, I'm thankful I picked up this first down, but of course I end up losing Tannehill for the entire game, as you see right here, right? So now I'm like, how much is gonna go against me? How much is going to go? Nonetheless, it's a tie game. I can't even think about that, even though it's very hard to not think about it. But nonetheless, like I said, I have the ball here. Let's get in minimum field goal range, or let's see if we can score a touchdown, and let's see if we can go on ahead and make something happen, right? Hopefully, we can just score, put the pressure on him. There he is with the Fagdy again. But, you know, I'm starting to, you know, dink and dunk my way down the field, whatever it takes. You know, I already know what type of defense he's sending. Either he's sending quick blitzes or he's playing Fagdy, but I can tell which one he's going to do. You know, when he's going to blitz, I can see it. When he's about to go on Fagdy, I can see it. There he is again with the Fagdy. Quick wheel route to Keller. And right now, you see we're wasting a lot of time, which is good. If we score, we don't want to give him too much time to make something happen. So here we go, 1st and 10. We go to Wallace, and of course, the 4th fumble of the game. And of course, he recovers, right? Clearly, I feel like I'm going to score, but of course, I fumble the ball, and he recovers. The 3rd forced fumble he recovered, the 4th fumble overall. And I'm thinking to myself, you have got to be kidding. I really wanted to break something. I could not believe that this game is even... I can't believe I even have a chance to even be able to win this game, because so many things are going against me. Right there, he finds Vernon Davis wide open over the middle. It's completely my fault. I should have watched out for that. He picks up the first down. I do have timeouts, but it's just not looking good for me. Right here, he ends up running the ball, and he gets a very, very good run. First down ends this game. Nothing I can do to stop the clock, right? First down wins this game, and there's nothing I can do. And he picks up the first down, right? So I call the time. All he's got to do is take knees, kick a field goal. There's nothing I can do. But he continues to run the ball. He ends up calling a wildcat, and we call a timeout. 2nd and 9 right here. He ends up calling another run play, and we stop him. You know, no dramatic. There's no fumbles coming. Trust me, there's nothing crazy like that coming. 3rd and 9 right here. He decides to go for a pass, and it's incomplete. So he's going to go for the field goal. He actually gave me an opportunity to come back in this ball game. Right now, we need to cue the epic music now. So, even though we had 4 fumbles go against us, we have an opportunity to drive downfield and tie or win this ball game. And I'm thinking to myself, this is going to start with a great return. Wrong. We need to go a good 60 yards to even get in field goal range. No timeouts. Are we going to be able to do it? Can we get in field goal range? So here we go. Of course, he goes to a specialty. He goes to his Fagdy, and we throw a strike right over the middle of the field. But we are still way too far away. Time is ticking. Tick, tack. Look at the clock winding down. I have enough time for 1 play, 2 at most. Again, with no timeouts, it's either hit the sidelines or get in field goal range in 1 play. Again, we go back to the same read, and we go back to Gibson, and we catch it at about the 38-37 yard line. Time is ticking. Quick, go to field goal. Kick this field goal. Let's see if we can send this game into overtime. Let's see if we can make a miracle happen. So here we go. Time winding down. We kick the ball. PlayStation lag lets me kick it at like 94%. The ball is in the air. I'm watching it. Does it go through? Does it have enough power? Is it long enough? Is it going to be short? And we kick an absolute dots, and we send this game into overtime. Even though he does get ball back, because of course he knows the coin toss glitch. Nonetheless, 4 fumbles, and I was able to bring this game into overtime. Nonetheless, all the BS that went against me, all the fumbles in the red zone, I fumbled on the 1 yard line. I fumbled on like the 12-yard line. I fumbled again in the red zone. 3 fumbles in the red zone, which he recovered all of them. Even though all that BS went against me, I still have an opportunity to win this ball game. Here we go on defense. This is where we need to lock up. This is where we need to make things happen if we're going to be able to win this game. First play, he calls the play action. We get a blocks and we get a sack. We force a 2nd and 20. So here it is. He rolls outside. Everything's locked up. And now look at the wheel route getting past the secondary. And we lose the game. If you rewind it and look closely, I had a deep blue that came all the way down to bite on a drag route 15 yards beneath him and allowed that wheel route to get behind him, and we lose the game. Do you see all the BS that happened? Nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay.